we heard a lot of people saying like, oh, great, we're gonna do another party in London. There's no desire or necessity to prove that we can go bigger and louder than Berlin, you know? So there's this sense of we want to go to the opposite. So much of London's history is about craftwork and details and elegance. So also, what's the best way to present and mint for people to actually co-create a piece of art?
We're going to lean into this concept of doing more collections like this, similar to Berlin. Ultra scarce, ultra rare. But the London collection, I think, really solidified and made it a pattern.
So, head open the door real quick.
And then next thing we know, crypto's crashing.
You have to remember our entire team is paid in ETH, and we peg our payroll in ETH. And when you started, ETH was at 4,000, and now ETH is at 1,000.
It fucks things up, you know, in some pretty significant ways, and you see people respond and get wrecked.
It was kind of scary, and I'm not gonna lie, there was times I was terrified. I wasn't sure if we were gonna pull this off, and this is definitely not an easy journey. There's days I want to give up.
We had 2 galleries with a couple screens each, one in Soho, one in Mayfair, and a skeleton crew of people who were very sweaty, very underpaid, and very sick of living with each other and getting their underwear mixed up on laundry day.
We didn't expect London is this hard.
So I think what keeps me going is just the knowledge that this is very rare, and it may not come again, it may not happen again, and so even though it's ups and downs and difficult and stressful in times, it's doing it is better than walking away and wondering.
That was the most amazing experience that I had for a long time. And believe me when I say that. The last one was with my son. This one was
art, friends, community. It's all part of the experience, and you know, getting to connect with people in real life versus on Discord.
It's pretty simple. It's friendships.
Christy really convinced us that this was the community to join.
And then you come to London, you're like, I can't believe they've done this. They pulled it off again too. So it's just anywhere Bright Moments goes. If there was an event, like that's where I want to be.
Great people, because like us, there are many people who are quite new. They are there to help out day in and day out. So
it's about the art as well.
It's amazing to see how the NFT can be immersive, and you really get to meet the artists, have them talk a little bit about their art, where they started, what inspired them. And it was interesting because then you really get to understand why they do what they were doing.
Ready for Mexico City?
Yeah, off to Mexico. We'll see you guys there.
And there's music too, right?
Yeah.
And that music goes with that NFT.
It goes with the NFT?
Yeah, it's part of it.
Nice. Oh, wow.
We somehow made it through it.
The only reason we made it through London was because halfway through the city, we sold mint passes from Mexico. And if we hadn't done that, I'm not sure we would have made it out of London. Or we just would have stopped right there and said, okay, 4 cities is good enough. And so we were able to sort of catch the last momentum of this NFT market that was quickly losing steam. And like we had one bullet in the chamber, and we managed to hit it in late July and sell enough golden tokens to like make payroll that month and then get the team out of London.
For the first time was, okay, why don't we condense this all into a few days so people can come for all of it? A 4-day experience of food and education and music and live minting and digital art and conversations.
And so we had this super stacked lineup for Mexico City.
All-stars. And it was Snowflow's first, long form drop after Squiggle.
Here's a really special opportunity. Seth
approached me with the idea of doing this for Mexico City, and it felt like it would be out of the question not to participate. So it's really meaningful. You know, I love being here. I want to drink the salsa everywhere I go. It's just so good. I think what I'm most excited about is the kind of the humanization of this art form that Bright Moments team has really found a way to do. You know, every artist has a separate room, and every room has a theme, and that theme is based on the art. And so this is kind of an inroad into just humanizing this process and creating more of an emotional and sentimental connection between the artist and the person that's purchasing the work.
And Mexico City felt like a complete new version where it was self-service completely. Jeff created the app so you could walk up and scan the QR code and it would reveal your work automatically. The moment that they started doing the dance in the venue, it started pouring rain, like sheets of rain. The entire venue basically, with the exception of power, wasn't working. At one point we were considering using Steph's phone as a hotspot to power all of the devices in the venue. We had a backup plan which worked really well, which we took over the restaurant attached to the venue, and were able to sort of pull it off without a hitch because people were just eating and drinking and looking at the art that had been minted, and we were able to put it up on the screens. When I think about Mexico and I think about what was going on behind the scenes for the event, from the outside it looked like this crazy party, and from our side it was basically chaos with Jeff troubleshooting every screen, and as soon as he would get one working, it was like whack-a-mole, another one would go down, and we had to adapt to the situation.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Real up, break more, moment, Toto.
Okay, you want to know the secret? What's the secret?
The crypto market is insane right now, literally insane. It's clearly not ready for mainstream